VoLTE is Voice over LTE, which basically means clearer calls, faster data, and better connections, and upgraded tech for all of our customers. Stay tuned for more updates. We are Bravado Wireless, and we believe in the power of connection. Quality mobile phone service in Oklahoma is a necessity, not a preference. Bravado Wireless provides nationwide cell phone coverage for a fraction of the price of national carriers. That's why we've been able to service Oklahomans for almost 100 years and counting. Visit bravadowireless.com to find your local store and make the switch today.
Big wireless companies keep getting bigger and bigger, but their coverage where you live is still small. At Bravado Wireless, we provide the best unlimited talk, text, and data for only $40 a month, right here in Eastern Oklahoma. You deserve to connect fast to your family, friends, and colleagues, wherever they are, with no interruptions and no excuses. Don't buy into big. Go bold. Go Bravado. Visit bravadowireless.com or visit one of our stores, where we make it easy to join our family. Bravado Wireless. We believe in the power of connection.
If you have Stop by your local Bravado Wireless store to discover our current plans and promotions.
Well, dude, I didn't see anything.
We're Bravado Wireless, and we believe in the power of connection.
There is truly no place like home. Right here in Eastern Oklahoma, Bravado Wireless provides the best unlimited talk, text, and data for only $40 a month. We believe in strong, connected communities. That's why we live stream community events like local football games. You may not know us by name, but we'll be at the same festivals and cheering for our kids on the same sidelines, because we live where you live. Visit bravadowireless.com or visit one of our stores, where we make it easy to join our family. Bravado Wireless. We believe in the power of connection.
You are called to be bold, to live out loud, to make the most out of every moment. You share these moments with your friends and family, side by side, across town and across the world. We are Bravado Wireless. We believe in the power of connection, coverage, speed, service, the latest technology. These aren't options. They're not special offers. They are obligations to you. We believe in building a community, your community. Bravado Wireless.
Welcome back. This is game number 2. This will be for second place. Well, I mean second place, but technically I guess it would be third place, but they're calling it the second place game. Both teams are white, so we will do our best to differentiate here. I'm your host, Eric Shannon, and we have the Berryhill Chiefs versus the OKTAHA Tigers. The Tigers are the home team. The Chiefs are the visiting team. First pitch, and for our first hit is Ian Malcott, and he ground out back to the pitcher. Be out number 1.
Shortstop, Grayson James.
The best way you can tell the difference is OKTAHA has blue socks, and I believe they are pinstriped uniforms. First pitch outside, Grayson James is the man up to bat right now. Hunter Dearman is your pitcher for the OKTAHA Tigers. 2-0 the count. Inside pitch once again. 3-0 the count. Darren Ledford is your catcher for the OKTAHA Tigers. That pitch will be called strike. And ball number 4, so Grayson James will take base on balls, will be the first base runner of the day for the Berryhill Chiefs here at the top of the first. Now at the bat is Easton Martin.
Base on balls for James.
Easton wearing jersey number 5 and playing center field for the Berryhill Chiefs. Pitch high and outside. Pitch high. Dearman having a little bit of control issues on the last 2 batters. 2-0 the count. Runner on first, and that's Grayson James for the Chiefs. Dearman's going to check him back at first. Got him swinging that time. 2-1 now the count on Martin. Trying to keep James honest over on first. Right back underneath Dearman's legs. This is a double play opportunity, and that'll get him, and that'll get OKTAHA out of the side with a, what was that, a 4-6-3 double play. And that will be all for the top of the first inning. No hits, no runs, no errors, no man left on base. Now we'll head to the bottom for the first. Coming up will be Walden, Edwards, and Dearman for the OKTAHA Tigers. We'll take a quick break. We'll be right back after these messages from Bravado Wireless.
Should have been here. Yeah, he broke the school record. It was amazing.
Yeah, I saw it. It was amazing.
What do you mean? How did you see it?
It's on Bravado TV.
Let Bravado Wireless keep you connected with unlimited home internet plans starting at just $49.99 per month. Restrictions apply. See store for details. We are Bravado Wireless, and we believe in the power of connection.
Welcome back to the Fort Gibson Hilldale Shootout. We're in game number 2 on Saturday. This is the second place game.
Now batting designated hitter, Dylan Walden, Edwards on deck.
We're at Carr Odell Park here at Fort Gibson High School, Fort Gibson, Oklahoma. Up to bat is Dylan Walden, designated hitter for the OKTAHA Tigers. On the mound for the Chiefs is Caden Jones. Behind the plate is Tyson Hopkins for the Berryhill Chiefs. One and one to count on Walden. On deck is Maddox Edwards. Ooh. Second strike on Walden. One ball, 2 strikes. Walden pop up. Shortstop trying to track it and does. So that will be a fly out to short and the first out for the OKTAHA Tigers.
1 out. Batter shortstop, Maddox Edwards. Dearman on deck.
Up to bat is Maddox Edwards. Maddox Edwards playing shortstop for the Tigers. We're in jersey number 3. First pitch is a strike by Caden Jones. This one will be out of play down the left field, down the right field line. Forgot my right and left there for a moment. Puts this one into play. Shortstop should come up with it, and throw is good. So ground out to short by Edwards will bring up Hunter Dearman. Pitcher today for the OKTAHA Tigers, wearing jersey number 11. Strike number 1 on Dearman. Pitch inside, be 1-1 now the count on Dearman. OKTAHA got here by a 14-2 win over Skiatook Thursday. Strokes this one, and it will stay fair right inside the third base line. And Hunter Dearman will have a stand-up double. That'll bring up Darren Ledford. Ledford, your catcher for the OKTAHA Tigers today. Ledford wearing jersey number 14.
Darren Ledford. Allen on deck.
As I was saying, OKTAHA got here with a 14 win over Skiatook Thursday, a 9-3 win over Oklahoma Christian yesterday, and then a 10-13 loss to Fort Gibson last night, which was a very good ball game and had a 50-mile-an-hour wind. It could have gone completely different. A possible grand slam in, I believe it was the 6th inning, was blown foul. Ledford right now with a 1-0 count. Make that a 1-1 after a foul tip there. Foul ball number 2. 1-2 the count on Ledford. Ledford has a runner in scoring position with 2 outs, and that's Dearman that sits on second base. We're at the bottom of the first. Drop ball, third strike, and Ledford will run it out. That will move Dearman over to third. Brings up Tyler Allen. Tyler Allen wearing jersey number 22, playing third base today for the OKTAHA Tigers.
Ledford able to beat out throw to first. So we now runners on first and third with 2 outs. Batter is the third baseman, Tyler Allen. Christian on deck.
First pitch by Jones is called strike. Jones trying to make sure Ledford stays on first. Slaps this one down third base. Nice grab by the third baseman and cannot make the throw to first. That will score Dearman. Ledford moves over to third base. So Tyler Allen will get on base. And we'll see if that will be an error or not. And it will go down as a throwing error by the third baseman.
Allen reaches first on the error. 1 run scores.
That'll bring up Kip Christian. Christian playing center field and wearing jersey number 15 for the OKTAHA Tigers.
First and third with 2 outs.
Mishandled shortstop, and a ball will bounce out into shallow center field. And things go from bad to worse as Ledford scores, and then Allen will score because of the ball thrown into the dugout. And that will bring Christian all the way over to third. So just like that, with 2 outs, OKTAHA is able to score 3 runs. Coach wants to talk to the home plate umpire. OKTAHA will score 3 runs, and that will bring a conference to the mound. So just like that, a throwing error by third baseman, which could have ended the inning, doesn't. And then a mishandled shot to shortstop, a error on the shortstop, and then a throwing error to third base, and that 3 consecutive errors, and that leads to 3 runs for the OKTAHA Tigers at the bottom of the first inning. Able to capitalize on some mistakes by the Chiefs. So the coaching staff comes out trying to right this ship for the Chiefs.
So we have a runner on third base.
Up to bat is Brody Sermont.
And the batter is first baseman Brody Sermont.
First base today, and wearing number 25. Foul ball. Foul ball gets away from the catcher. Runner will be coming in. Christian slides in and nowhere close to the pitcher. So Christian will score for run number 4 for OKTAHA. One and one to count on Sermont. 2 outs. One ball, 2 strikes. That'll even the count up at 2-2. Shot to third base. Third baseman comes up with it and will get Sermont out and stop the bleeding for the Berryhill Chiefs. That'll end the bottom of the first inning as the OKTAHA Tigers able to get 4 runs on 3 errors. That'll bring us to the top of the second inning. Coming up for the Berryhill Chiefs will be Peak, Winford, and Barrington after these commercials from Bravado Wireless.
No place like home. Right here in Eastern Oklahoma, Bravado Wireless provides the best unlimited talk, text, and data for only $40 a month. We believe in strong, connected communities. That's why we live stream community events like local football games. You may not know us by name, but we'll be at the same festivals and cheering for our kids on the same sidelines, because we live where you live. Visit bravadowireless.com or visit one of our stores, where we make it easy to join our family. Bravado Wireless. We believe in the power of connection.
Three, two, one.
Here we go!
Welcome back. Berryhill Chiefs had a run of bad luck there in the bottom of the first inning. 3 consecutive errors allowed 4 runs to score. But they're back on offense, top of the second. Caleb Peak, Bradley Winford, and Dalton Barrington. Peak, your third baseman for Berryhill, wearing jersey number 21. First pitch and hit right up the gut past the pitcher, and will go into center field. We'll get him on base.
Single for Peak, puts runner on first with
It's a
no
single.
outs.
That brings up Bradley Winford. Winford playing
Barrington on deck.
second base for the Berryhill Chiefs, wearing jersey 22. Peak on first with that single, trying to get the Berryhill Chiefs offense started. Winford will take that first pitch as a ball. Barrington on deck. Shows bunt, pulls it back. That will be a ball as well. Wind is now shifted, coming straight out of the north. Not quite like what we've had earlier this afternoon or even yesterday. Yesterday we had gusts up to 50 miles an hour that ripped signs off the fence, even broke a light pole back behind the stadium. Had to block off the road for an hour or so. Be ball number 4 on Winford. Winford would take a base on balls, and that would move Peak over to second. No outs.
Winford puts runners on first and second.
So this wind, I would call it just a trickle,
right fielder,
and it has shifted now.
Barrington.
It was blowing straight out of the west. Now it's coming out of the north. Yesterday's wind was out of the southwest. Right over and drops into right field. That was Barrington. Barrington will move runners around, and he will score. Peak for an RBI single. Winford will move over to third. That brings up Lucas Ellen. Ellen, a designated hitter for the Berryhill Chiefs, wearing jersey number 12.
Designated hitter, Lucas
Runners on the corners for the Chiefs. Chiefs can do some damage, tie it up with the runner at the plate. Boucher, the shortstop. Runner will score. And Lucas will have an RBI, but will be thrown out at first for the first out of this half inning. Barrington moves over to second.
1 run scores. Runner moves
Score now 4-2 as Berryhill scored 2 here in this top of the second inning. Runner on second. 1 out. Pitch to Colby Casey is low. Casey playing left field, wearing jersey number 20 for the Berryhill Chiefs. So middle of the order for the Chiefs so far doing well, has produced 2 runs, 2 RBIs. Three and 0, the count on Casey. way inside, and that will send Casey down base on balls. Now runners on first and second. Brings up Caden Jones.
Casey,
Jones, your
runners
pitcher.
on first and second. 1 out.
For Berryhill, wearing jersey number 6.
Malcott on deck.
Shows bunt, pulls it back, called strike. Trying to pick off move on second base, trying to get Barrington. Barrington was aware. Strike number, I think it's 1-1 is the count. I could be wrong. Dearman trying to keep Barrington on second. Shot over to second base. Second baseman able to scoop it up, and he has Jones thrown out at first, but Jones does move runners around. So with 2 outs comes up.
Second, third.
Back to the top of the order is Ian Malcott. Malcott, last time up, ground back to the pitcher. First pitch, strike. 2 outs, runners on second and third. Foul ball back into the parking lot. 1-2 the count on Malcott. Pitch high. Count's even up 2-2 now. Bouncer the shortstop. Shortstop gobbles it up and will have him at first base. So a ground out to short will end the top of the second inning. As the Chiefs able to get 2 runs, they'll head into the bottom of the second. OKTAHA leading 4-2. Coming up is Casey, Holmes, and Robinson. Folks will be right back after messages from Bravado Wireless.
Welcome to Bravado Wireless, from right here in eastern Oklahoma, where we provide quality wireless service and nationwide coverage for just $40 a month per line. Where we go above and beyond for you. This is your local service provider. We are Bravado Wireless, and we believe in the power of connection.
Welcome back to action here at Carr Odell Park in Fort Gibson, Oklahoma. Up to bat is Braxton.
Braxton Casey.
Braxton Casey will be his first appearance at the plate today here in the bottom of the second inning. Casey playing second base for the OKTAHA Tigers. First pitch called ball. pitch outside will be ball number 2. Pitch inside. 3-0 the count, so Casey should be playing laxed, and now he gets a strike on him. 3 balls, 1 strike. Caden Jones still your pitcher for the Berryhill Chiefs. Casey takes a swipe at this one, foul ball down the left field line. That'll bring it to a full count. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Slap to shortstop. Shortstop scoops it up and overthrown. Actually, the wasn't overthrown, but it was a high throw, and that will allow Casey to first base.
First on the error.
Be a
first with no out.
Error on the shortstop. That'll bring up Preston Holmes.
Walden on deck.
Holmes wearing number 7 and playing left field. Holmes started to show bunt, pulls it back, count 1-0. This time lays down a bunt, but it will go foul. 1-1 to count on Preston Holmes. Holmes trying to get some more runs generated for OKTAHA. Man on base. Infield creeping up again, looking for a bunt. You can see the third baseman and first baseman both started to walk in just a bit. Oh, show bunt and the pitch right down the gut. I thought that was strike number 3, but I guess I must have been off. 2-2 the count. Jones pitches outside, so that'll give us a full count on Preston Holmes. Holmes calls time, backs out of the box. Runner going, swing and a miss, and now we are in a rundown situation with Casey. Casey was tagged, but the ball came loose on the tag, so Casey will make it to second as Preston Holmes is struck out. So Casey able to steal second. And that will bring up back to the top of the order Dylan Walden. Walden, the designated hitter.
1 out.
his first attempt, or excuse me, his first plate appearance. Walden flew out to shortstop.
Designated hitter, Dylan Walden.
Walden now has a runner on base at second with 1 out. First pitch strike.
Well, I mean, if the catcher catches it, the runner can't run. What you're saying?
Fly ball left field. Left fielder backtracking, and he does have it. Runner Casey will stay at second base, so he will fly out this time deeper to left field. Out number 2. They'll bring up Maddox Edwards. Edwards
shortstop,
in the first inning, ground out to shortstop. Edwards puts this one in play. Left fielder trying to track it down, does, and that will end the bottom of the second inning as Maddox Edwards flies out. No runs for OKTAHA, bottom of the second. This will lead us to the top of the third inning.
OKTAHA gets
coming up
no runs.
will be James Martin and Peak coming up for Berryhill. Folks, stick around. More action to come here at Bravado Wireless.
Stop by your local Bravado Wireless store to discover our current plans and promotions.
Well, dude, I didn't see anything.
We're Bravado Wireless, and we believe in the power of connection.
Leading off is a shortstop, Grayson James. Martin on deck.
Tigers versus the Berryhill Chiefs. OKTAHA has the lead 4-2. Welcome back to Carr Odell Park, the home of the Fort Gibson Tigers. Currently, we have the Berryhill Chiefs versus the OKTAHA Tigers, and just then we had Grayson James ground out to first base for the first out for the top of the third. And that was Easton Martin. Martin will get on base. First baseman unable to corral that. So a
first base with 1 out.
Single for Martin as the Berryhill Chiefs are down 4-2. The top of this third inning. Berryhill batting. OKTAHA is in the field with the tall blue socks. A little hard to differentiate. Both wearing white. That is Peak up to the plate. He will foul this one off, back out of play. Caleb Peak. Peak playing third base. Last time up, he had a single and scored the first run for the Berryhill Chiefs. Foul ball number 2. 0-2 now the count on Caleb Peak. Peak looking to put the ball in play and move Easton Martin around. On the mound for the OKTAHA Tigers is Hunter Dearman. Darren Ledford is the catcher. Pitch on the outside. 1-2 count now. Shot right over shortstop's head, and that will move Easton Martin over to second and put Peak on first. That'll bring up Bradley Winford. Winford walked the last time up and did score.
Peak puts runners on first and second with 1 out. Batters now second baseman Bradley Winford. Barrington on deck.
Foul ball off Winford. Last time up, as I said, Winford walked, took a base on balls, and then scored a run. Runners on first and second are Easton Martin and Caleb Peak for the Berryhill Chiefs. Oh, hit by pitch. So Winford will take his base, and that will load the bases up for the Berryhill Chiefs and bring up Dalton Barrington. Barrington had an RBI single.
So now bases loaded.
Last time up.
Batter's right fielder, Dalton Barrington.
So as long as Barrington can put this ball into play, he should score a run. Pitch is outside. Oh, strike right there. Inside pitch, 2-1. Now the count on Barrington. 1 out for the Chiefs. Swing and a miss. That'll even up to count 2-2 on Barrington. Hunter Dearman looking for his first strikeout of the game here at the top of the 3rd inning. Pitch away outside. Catcher Ledford able to corral that one, and that will bring it to a full count. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Slaps at this one, and it will be a foul ball by just a few feet. Was foul. So Barrington, if he was able to drop that one inside the line, would have brought in at least 2 runs, possibly 3. Would have tied it up and possibly taken the lead. Full count here. And pitch was low. That will walk in a run on base on balls. That'll walk in Martin. So Martin will come in, bases still loaded. That brings up Lucas Ellen.
Based on balls for Barrington.
Ellen wearing number 12, designated hitter. Last time up, he had a sacrifice shot, and that was an RBI.
Casey's on deck.
Strike number 2. 0-2 is the count. Dearman thought he had the outside corner and was ready to go in. 1 out, bases loaded. 2-2 the count. And that'll be the first strikeout for Dearman, and out number 2 for the Berryhill Chiefs. That'll bring up Colby Casey. Last time up, Colby Casey walked.
Batter is the left fielder.
Pass ball, runner will not go.
Jones on deck.
Pitch outside. Three another count, and make that 3-1. Right down the pipe. And that makes it a full count, 3 balls, 2 strikes. As Colby Casey has to defend the plate. He has runners in scoring position with 2 outs, bases loaded. All runners are going, and it will be a base on balls. And just like that, we have a tie ball game, folks.
Base on balls for Casey brings in another
It
run.
brings up Caden Jones, the pitcher for Berryhill. Last
loaded.
time up, Caden Jones ground out
Caden Jones.
to second base. First pitch will be called strike.
Caught on deck.
Strike number 2. Dearman starts out strong and seems to try to dance around the plate, getting them to strike out. Jones tried to poke this one into right field, but it will go foul. Still bases loaded, 2 outs. Not much of a wind, a little bit of a wind coming out of the north now. This one has a chance to drop in, and it will. And that will score 1, possibly 2. Got him sliding into home plate, but 1 run does score. But they got Dalton Barrington sliding in. That will be out number 3. So as 3 runs are scored by the Berryhill Chiefs, the top of the 3rd, they will take the lead 5-4. Now we're heading to the bottom of the 3rd. Coming up is Dearman, Ledford, and Allen. More action to come right here on Bravado Wireless.
Right now, more than ever, we're choosing to take the back roads and stay off of the beaten path. We're doing all that we can to avoid the crowds and the hustle of the city. While we know that taking the road less traveled isn't for everyone, it's where we feel most at home. Every turn down this road could be challenging, and much like you, we know the harder the challenge, the greater the reward. That's why each and every day, Bravado Wireless is growing our network further down the county roads and down the roads less traveled. We're making sure wherever your road may lead, you're always connected. We are Bravado Wireless, Oklahoma's own wireless provider.
Chili pies. You hungry? Come on. See them at the concession stand.
Welcome back to Carr Odell Park, home of the Fort Gibson Tigers. We have the OKTAHA Tigers up to bat right now. In the bottom of the third inning, taking on the Berryhill Chiefs. Berryhill Chiefs have taken the lead after a 3-run top of the third inning. 3 runs on top of the third and puts them up 5-4. Up to bat is Hunter Dearman, pitcher for OKTAHA. Dearman has a 2-1 count on him. Make that a 2-2 count. Caden Jones, pitcher, still your pitcher for the Berryhill Chiefs, with Hopkins at catcher, and a shot straight up the gut by Dearman will get him on base. This will be his second single of the game. He's 2 for 2. That'll bring up Darren Ledford. Ledford had a single and a run scored in the first inning.
Allen on deck.
Pitch is high. Tyler Allen is on deck for the Tigers. One and one now the count after Ledford's big cut there. Jones checking Dearman over on first, making sure he stays on first base. Two and one now the count on Ledford. Again, trying to get Dearman off of on first. Jones steps off the mound, wants to reset. Trying to do a little fakeroo over there on Dearman, first baseman, act like he lost the ball. We'll now move to a 3-ball, 1 strike count. Ledford, high fly ball to right field, and it will be caught foul. So Ledford will fly out in foul territory to the right fielder for out number 1. That will bring up Tyler Allen.
1 out, runner still on first.
Allen reached base last time on a throwing error by the third baseman, and he did score a run. And it looks like we're up for a pitching change. Let's see who Berryhill is going to bring in for a new pitcher. And while they do that, we will take a quick break, and we'll be right back after these messages from Bravado Wireless.
Quality mobile phone service in Oklahoma is a necessity, not a preference. Bravado Wireless provides nationwide cell phone coverage for a fraction of the price of national carriers. That's why we've been able to service Oklahomans for almost 100 years and counting. Visit bravadowireless.com to find your local store and make the switch today.
Big wireless companies keep getting bigger and bigger, but their coverage where you live is still small. At Bravado Wireless, we provide the best unlimited talk, text, and data for only $40 a month, right here in Eastern Oklahoma. You deserve to connect fast to your family, friends, and colleagues, wherever they are, with no interruptions and no excuses. Don't buy into big, go bold, go Bravado. Visit bravadowireless.com or visit one of our stores, where we make it easy to join our family. Bravado Wireless. We believe in the power of connection.
Plans backed by the golden rule, treating customers like neighbors. No fine print and no bait and switch. Now that's a bold move. Bravado Wireless.
Pitcher for the Berryhill Chiefs is Easton Martin.
Berryhill, number 5, Easton Martin.
So Easton Martin will move in to the pitcher's mound. First pitch is inside.
Now the third baseman, Tyler Allen.
Tyler Allen up to bat, third baseman for OKTAHA Tigers. Kip Christian is on deck. As we discussed a while ago, Allen reached on a throwing error by the third baseman in the first inning. Pass ball, and that will allow Dearman to move to second. 3-0 now the count. Tries to put this one in play, fouls it off the screen above the dugout on first base side. Swing and a miss. Full count now on Tyler Allen. Allen has the Tigers tying run on second, and he can be the lead run at home plate. Foul ball. That will remain at 3-2. Pitch behind the back, and that will send him to first base. Dearman advances to third.
Base on balls for Allen. Put the runners on first
I'll
and
take
third
the base
now.
on balls. They bring it Kip Christian, who reached on a throwing error
Battle
by the
will be
shortstop.
Center fielder, Kip Christian.
Actually, it was a
On deck.
mishandled ball last time up. Runners on the corners, one out. tying run on third base, and that would be Dearman. Dearman's thought about going, but he doesn't on the pass ball. Allen, however, will travel over to second. Pitch low. There'll be 2 balls, no strikes on Kip Christian. On deck is Brody Sermont. Sermont last time ground out to third baseman. Big swing, but could not make connection. So Christian still looking for his first base hit. And it looks like the catcher may have caught a little bit of that foul ball, and he's going to walk it off. Umpire gives the catcher a little pat on the head. He knows that hurts. Christian with a 2-1 count, and that was Hopkins, your catcher for Berryhill. That took a shot there. 3-1 now the count. And that will be a walk, second walk for the Tigers. 1 out, bases are loaded now. Brody Sermont could be a big hero here with a big hit. First pitch is a strike. Second pitch outside. Dearman does not come as it catcher stops it. This one put into play, third baseman, but it will be a foul ball as the third baseman reaches for it. One and 2 the count on Sermont. Puts this one in play. First baseman gobbles it up. Going to throw back to home. Got him on the force and unable to get Sermont at first. That will score 1, possibly 2. Does score 2. So they'll get Dearman at home for the out on the force out, but they will score Allen and Christian on the bad throw to first, and that will score 2 runs for the OKTAHA Tigers. So with 2 outs, that brings up Braxton Casey, and last time he reached on an error by the shortstop. Casey will launch this one high. Shortstop will track it down, and that will end.
The batter was Casey.
The bottom of the third, as the Tigers do score 2 runs to take the lead 6-5. We'll head to the top of the 4th inning. Coming up, it will be, let's see where we left off here. Anyway, we'll figure it out when we come back. We're actually coming right here on Bravado Wireless.
Hey, you should have been here. Yeah, he broke the school record. It was amazing.
Yeah, I saw it. It was amazing.
What do you mean? How did you see it?
It's on Bravado TV.
Let Bravado Wireless keep you connected with unlimited home internet plans starting at just $49.99 per month. Restrictions apply. See store for details. We are Bravado Wireless, and we believe in the power of connection. Big things are happening. As promised, VoLTE is here. VoLTE is voice over LTE, which basically means clearer calls, faster data, and better connections, and upgraded tech for all of our customers. Stay tuned for more updates. We are Bravado Wireless, and we believe in the power of connection.
Welcome back to Carr Odell Park, home of the Fort Gibson Tigers. We have Ian Malcott up to bat for the Chiefs, trying to regain their lead. They had the lead going in to the bottom of the third, and now are down by 1, 6-5. Malcott has grounded out both times he's been at the plate. First pitch is outside. Second pitch ball also, so 2-0 the count. Three and 0 the count. That one found the strike zone as Dearman threw him a strike. 3-1 now the count. Dearman, your pitcher for OKTAHA, pitches high. That will send Malcott to first on a base on balls. Brings up Grayson James.
Base on balls for Alcott.
Grayson James had a base on balls in the first inning and ground out back to the pitcher in the third inning. So he's 0 for 1 from the plate today. Showing bunt, and James unable to lay it down as it bounces foul. Shows bunt once again, and it will go foul once again. 0-2 the count on Grayson James. 0 for 1 from the plate today, and he did have a base on balls in the first inning. And that will be a strikeout for James as he got caught watching. Out number 1 is strikeout number 2 for Dearman.
That is the pitcher, Easton Martin. Peak on deck.
Pitch outside to Easton Martin. Easton Martin he's 1 for 2 from the plate. He had a single and scored a run in the third inning. Pitch outside. To know the count on Easton Martin. Three and 0 now. Found strike that time. 3-1 now to count on Martin. Fouls this one back out of play. It will land over in the parking lot back behind the stadium. So we now have a full count, 3 balls, 2 strikes. Hit and run situation, and Martin swings at this one. It would be a fly ball. He dropped it, but that will be a force out on Ian Malcott. Malcott will be the second out as error will go down on the center fielder. That'll bring up Caleb Peak. And Peak is 2 for 2 with 2 runs and 2 singles.
2 outs, runner on first.
Ooh, inside pitch.
That is the first baseman, Caleb Peak. Winford on deck.
Two-0 the count on Peak. Foul ball back against the screen. 2 balls, 1 strike on Peak. Two and 1 to count on Peak. Runner going, and Martin will still second. Three and 1 the count. Runner no longer in a force position. 2 outs. High fly ball, trying to track it, and it will go into the dugout as Sermont runs into the post in front of the dugout, trying to track it down. Full count, 3 balls, 2 strikes on Peak. Got him swinging, and that will strike out the side as Dearman picks up 2 strikeouts in this inning. Berryhill Chiefs not able to add any runs. As we head to the bottom of the 4th inning, coming up for OKTAHA, it will be Holmes, Walden, and Edwards. Stick around, folks. More action to come here at Bravado Wireless.
Berryhill gets no runs, no hits, 1 error, 1 man left on base. Lineup for OKTAHA will be Holmes, Walden, Edwards.
Welcome Welcome to Bravado Wireless. From right here in Eastern Oklahoma, where we provide quality wireless service and nationwide coverage for just $40 a month per line. Where we go above and beyond for you. This is your local service provider. We are Bravado Wireless, and we believe in the power of connection.
It's about that time.
Back to action here at the Carr Odell Park, Fort Gibson High School. Up to bat is the OKTAHA Tigers, and that's Preston Jones. Last at bat, he's struck
Leading
out.
off is the left fielder, Preston Holmes. Walden on deck.
Holmes struck out his last at bat. He is playing left field for the OKTAHA Tigers. Tigers currently have a 6-5 lead over the Berryhill Chiefs. On deck is Dylan Walden for the Tigers. Swipe at this one and unable to straighten it out. Foul ball for Holmes. One ball, two strikes on Holmes. And Holmes will have a seat as Easton Martin picks up his first strikeout of the game.
Batters now the designated hitter, Dylan Walden. Edwards on deck.
That will bring up designated hitter Dylan Walden, who has flown out both times up to the plate. This one a ground back to the pitcher. The pitcher will just run it out. Says, thank you for your support, Mr. First Baseman, but I'll take it on my own. That brings us Maddox Edwards. Edwards has ground out and flown out. He is 0 for 2 for the plate as shortstop for the OKTAHA Tigers. Shows bunt, pulls it back. That one called strike. 1-1 now on Edwards. Two and one now to count. Pitch inside. 3-1 the count on Manny Edwards. Hunter Dearman is on deck. Hopkins calls time. The catcher for Berryhill wants to go out and have a discussion with Martin. Ball 4, so Edwards will take a trip down first base, and that brings up Hunter Dearman.
Base on balls for Edwards.
Dearman is 2 for 2 from the plate today with a single, a double, and also a run scored.
Hunter Dearman. Ledford on deck.
First pitch outside to Dearman. Second pitch low. OKTAHA has the lead, 6-5 over the Berryhill Chiefs. That one called strike. Martin taking his time with the signs, and Dearman backs out. Dearman off the tip of the bat over to right field. Right fielder tracks it down, and that will be out number 3 as Dearman flies out to right field. OKTAHA, no runs. Bottom of the 4th. That will lead us to top of the 5th. Coming up will be Winford, Barrington, and Ellen. Stick around, more action come right here on Bravado Wireless.
We're moving to 5G and shutting down our 3G network. But don't worry, this is a good thing. What you can expect out of this conversion: less dropped calls, crystal clear calls, faster data, and voice and data simultaneously. Unfortunately, some older phones will need to be upgraded to a newer device capable of an eSIM. Contact your local Bravado Wireless store to find out if your device needs to be upgraded or not. And make sure you're following Bravado Wireless on social to stay in the know of our conversion dates. We are Bravado Wireless, and we believe in the power of connection.
Of the 5th inning, Bradley Winford up to bat for the Berryhill Chiefs. Winford has been hit by pitch and walked.
Second baseman Bradley Winford.
However, he has scored 2 runs for the Berryhill Chiefs, so when he gets on base, he does score. So Winford up facing Dearman. Dearman has 3 strikeouts for OKTAHA. First pitch hit right back to center field. So a nice clean hit, but a fly out nonetheless to the center fielder. That will be out number 1.
That is the right fielder.
That'll bring up the right fielder, Dalton Barrington, wearing jersey number 10. Barrington walked the last time up and had a RBI single his first appearance in the second inning. First pitch is fouled off. This one kind of steps out of it, but shot to the second baseman, and he will be thrown out on a ground ball to the second baseman for out number 2. That'll bring up Lucas Ellen.
That is now designated hitter, Lucas Ellen. Casey on deck.
Playing DH today, wearing jersey number 12. Ellen struck out the last time up, and the first trip up, he had a RBI, but he did ground out to the shortstop. So he's 0 for 2 with an RBI today. 1-1 to count. Lots of activity in the OKTAHA bullpen. Over to my right. Count is 2-2 on Ellen. And Dearman thought he had to strike as he was walking towards the dugout. Umpire disagreed. 3-2 now the count. Foul ball. Three, 2, full count, still the count. Ellen trying to get a base runner for the Chiefs. And Dearman strikes him out. That'll be Dearman's fourth strikeout of the game. And that will end the top of the fifth as we head to the bottom of the fifth. OKTAHA leads 6-5. Coming up for OKTAHA will be Ledford, Allen, and Christian. More action to come right here on Bravado Wireless.
There is truly no place like home. Right here in Eastern Oklahoma, Bravado Wireless provides the best unlimited talk, text, and data for only $40 a month. We believe in strong, connected communities. That's why we live stream community events like local football games. You may not know us by name, but we'll be at the same festivals and cheering for our kids on the same sidelines. Because we live where you live. Visit bravadowireless.com or visit one of our stores, where we make it easy to join our family. Bravado Wireless. We believe in the power of connection.
New pitcher on the mound for the Berryhill Chiefs, and that is Grayson James. Darren Ledford up to bat for the OKTAHA Tigers. Catcher for the Tigers, and a shot. Did he come up with it? He did. So a great play by the center fielder for the Chiefs to snag that one out of there. That'll bring up Tyler Allen. Allen reached base on the first inning on a throwing error. That he walked in the third inning, but he has scored 2 runs.
Christian on deck.
To 2-0 the count on Tyler Allen. Gives this one a ride, and it will go foul ball down to third base. Three and 1 to count. And a swing and a miss. That will be a full count now on Tyler Allen. Allen, this one's got some promise to drop in, and it will go foul. So that's two. Tyler Allen has hit down the left field line, and neither one of them will find their way inside. Foul this one off back towards the OKTAHA dugout. Tyler Allen stays alive. Right over third baseman's glove. He's able to knock it down, but not able to keep it in his glove. Tyler Allen will get a single, puts man on base, brings up Kip Christian.
With one out.
Christian reached last time base on balls. He reached in the first inning on an error by the shortstop. That will, he has scored twice. This is going to bring a conference to the mound here. And are we going to do another pitching change here? Looks like it. Looks like maybe our catcher, Hopkins, may go to pitcher because he walks to the dugout. Nope. We will be bringing in number 12, Lucas Ellen. Lucas Ellen. Ellen was a designated hitter, so while he warms up, we'll take a quick break, and we'll be right back after these messages from Bravado Wireless.
Never back down till I'm all that remains. Put my money where my mouth is, and I put the proof with the claim. Put my enemies where the ground is, got a face down in the grain. Dominate the terrain, leave a path full of flames. You ain't never took a real loss, that's about to be arranged. Yes, let the fire blaze, let the bridges burn. Once we go to war, it ain't no return.
New pitcher is number 12, Lucas Ellen.
New pitcher, Lucas Ellen for the Berryhill Chiefs. First pitch goes inside to Kip Christian. Last time up, Kip Christian walked, but he has scored 2 runs in the game so far today. Next game coming up will be for the championship. It'll be Fort Gibson versus the Salisal Black Diamonds. Black Diamonds just arrived. That game is scheduled for 5 o'clock. Three and 1 to count on Christian. And called strike as Christian started to walk to first. We now have a full count. That one will be outside. It will be ball number 4. So Christian will take his second base on balls, and that will move Tyler Allen
Base on balls, Christian puts runners
over
on
to
first and
second base. Now at the bat is number 25, Brody Sermont.
That is now first baseman Brody Sermont.
Has a single and a ground out. He is 1 for 2 from the plate today. Sermont fouls it back out of play, back behind the stadium. Tigers have 1 out and looking to add to their lead as they have runners on first and second. On deck is Braxton Casey. Sermont fly ball to right field, and right fielder will have it. Runners will not go. That will bring up Braxton Casey. Casey is 0 for 1. He did reach base in the second inning on an error by the shortstop.
Second baseman Braxton Casey. Holmes on deck.
First pitch is a strike on Casey. Bullpen activity has ceased for OKTAHA, but there is bullpen activity for the Chiefs down to the left. Casey pop-ups, second baseman, first baseman, both looking for it. First baseman will finally come down with it and make the catch as Casey will fly out. And in the bottom of the 5th inning. So we will head to the top of the 6th inning. Coming up for the Chiefs, it will be Casey, Jones, and Malcolm. We'll be right back after these messages from Bravado Wireless.
Right now, more than ever, we're choosing to take the back roads and stay off of the beaten path. We're doing all that we can to avoid the crowds and the hustle of the city. While we know that taking the road less traveled isn't for everyone, it's where we feel most at home. Every turn down this road could be challenging, and much like you, we know the harder the challenge, the greater the reward. That's why each and every day, Bravado Wireless is growing our network further down the county roads and down the roads less traveled. We're making sure wherever your road may lead, you're always connected. We are Bravado Wireless, Oklahoma's own wireless provider.
Welcome back to Carr Odell Park. Berryhill up to bat. We're at the top of the 6th inning. Berryhill down by 1 run, 6-5. Up to bat is Colby Casey. Casey, both times up, has walked. And Casey will get struck out. This will be strikeout number 5 for Dearman.
Batters Caden Jones. Malcolm on deck.
That will bring up Caden Jones. Jones is 1 for 2 from the plate with a single and a ground out. And right now, Dearman is on fire. That's 4 consecutive strikes. 4 pitches, 4 strikes. High inside. That was his first pitch. That was not a strike. Count is 1-2. And strikeout number 2 for this inning, and that will be strikeout number 6 for Dearman. That will bring it back to the top of the inning. Malcott.
2 outs. Now batting is
Malcott will foul his first pitch off.
James on deck.
Outside, 1-1 the count. Berryhill Chiefs desperately need to get someone on base. Foul ball back into the Berryhill dugout. 1-2 the count. Pitch outside, 2-2 now the count on Malcott. Malcott last time up did walk. Otherwise, he's 0-2 from the plate. This one fouled off once again into the net. Staying alive up there as Malcott fouls off one more time. The count is still 2-2. Once again, fouls it off, back out of play. Pitch outside, so now we will be at a full count. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Punched him out. So Dearman, 3 straight batters, 3 straight strikeouts. And that will be all for the top of the 6th inning as we head to the bottom of the 6th. Coming up will be Holmes, Walden, and Edwards for the OKTAHA Tigers. More action to come right here on Bravado Wireless.
There's really only one explanation for businesses who continue to thrive for decades on end, and that's a people-first mentality. Bravado employees live within our existing coverage area just like you. Our kids go to the same schools and play in the same leagues as yours. That's why so much of who we are consists of giving back to our communities, because your community is also our community. We are your family, your neighbors, and your leader in wireless mobility. We are Bravado Wireless, and we believe in the power of connection.
We're going Volti. If you're not on a Volti-compatible device, it's time to stop by your local Bravado store to see if you are eligible for an upgrade. Any phones older than a Samsung 8, an iPhone 7, or 3G data devices all need to be upgraded.
Welcome back. We're at the bottom of the 6th. Preston Holmes up to bat. Last 2 trips. Well, his only 2 trips. He has struck out both times. Lucas Ellen is the newest pitcher for the Berryhill Chiefs. First pitch is a strike on Holmes. Outside. 1-1 to count. 2-1 now the count. And he strokes this one right down the pipe for Holmes' first hit of the afternoon.
Single for Holmes, puts runner on first, no outs.
That'll put him on first, no outs. And back to the top of the order with Dylan Walden, designated hitter. Walden is 0 for 3 from the plate today. He has 2 flyouts and a ground out. Shows bunt, pulls back. Holmes stays on first. To another count on Walden. Walden takes a swipe at this one, center fielder on the run, but it will be the shortstop that will make the catch for out number 1.
1 out.
Brings Maddox Edwards up to the plate. Edwards walked last time up in the 4th inning, and he ground out and flew out in the 1st and 2nd. Foul ball by Edwards. Runner on first, and that would be Preston Holmes, who reached on a single. Trying to bunt it down third baseline. Travels foul, so 0-2 will be the count on Edwards. Pitch low. 1-2 or 2-2 the count. Shortstop trying to track it down and does. So Edwards will fly out to the shortstop as well. That will bring up Hunter Dearman.
Batter's the pitcher, Hunter Dearman.
Dearman has been the pitcher for OKTAHA throughout the game. He is 2 for 3 with 1 run scored on the afternoon. One and 0, 2 outs. Berryhill trying to keep this game to 1 run. Foul ball, 1-2, 2-1 now the count. 2-1 to count on Dearman. Dearman takes the pitch on the inside. 3-1 now the count. Dearman trying to extend the lead for the OKTAHA Tigers. They have the lead 6-5. Currently over Berryhill. Pitch on the inside corner. Dearman thought he was going to walk. Umpire calls strikes. We now have a full count. Dearman pops this one up, and it will go out of play. That one will be outside, and it will walk Dearman. Dearman will go to first as Holmes will move around to second base.
Dearman puts runners on first and second with 2 out. Batters now the catcher, Darren Ledford.
Brings up the catcher, Darren Ledford. Ledford is 2 for 3. 1 for 3. 1 for 3 on the day. He has flown out in the 5th inning, the 3rd inning, but he did have a single and a run scored in the 1st inning. Shot right between first and second. Second baseman comes up with it, but no one there to make it. And they're going to call him safe sliding in. Preston Holmes sliding in at home plate. So Ledford's shot, second baseman was able to come up with it. No one covered first. He came up with a throw to home, but was not there in time.
RBI single by Ledford.
So Ledford will pick up an RBI single on that. That will bring up Tyler Allen. Allen is 2 for 2 with 2 runs scored. And they will call this one a foul ball.
Christian on deck.
Allen is 2 for 2, 2 runs scored. Reached 1 on a base on balls. Runners are going and sliding in safely was Dearman. Ledford moves over to first out of the forced opportunity. 2 outs. Tyler Allen is behind in the count, 0-2. Pitch is high. Pitch got away from him, but catcher Hopkins able to block it. 2 for 2 the count. Slaps this one right over the third baseman's head. So Allen able to get on base. Move the base runners around.
RBI single by Allen, scores another run. Got runners on first and
RBI.
third with 2 outs.
That will bring up Christian. Christian walked the last 2 times up. Late swing by Christian. Bottom of the 6th, OKTAHA has added 2 runs. Christian, its second big swing and no connection. Got him on the inside, struck him out. And that will be the end of the bottom of the 6th as the OKTAHA Tigers do add 2. We'll head to the top of the 7th. Coming up will be James Martin and Peak. Stick around, more action to come right here on Bravado Wireless.
Stop by your local Bravado Wireless store to discover our current plans and promotions.
Well, dude, I didn't see anything.
We're Bravado Wireless, and we believe in the power of connection.
Big things are happening. As promised, VoLTE is here. VoLTE is voice over LTE, which basically means clearer calls, faster data, and better connections, and upgraded tech for all of our customers. Stay tuned for more updates. We are Bravado Wireless, and we believe in the power of connection.
Welcome to Bravado Wireless. From right here in Eastern Oklahoma, where we provide quality wireless service and nationwide coverage for just $40 a month per line. Where we go above and beyond for you. This is your local service provider. We are Bravado Wireless, and we believe in the power of connection.
Leading off for Berryhill, Grayson James. Martin on deck.
Welcome back. Up to bat is Grayson James, trying to get something started for Berryhill. James struck out the last time up, has been walked and ground out. James currently has a 3-0 count. That one called strike. And James will give the Berryhill Chiefs some hope as he walks down to first base. Berryhill needs 3 to tie and 4 to take the lead. Up to bat is Easton Martin. High pitch to first pitch to Martin. Martin is 2 for 3 with a run scored. That'll bring a visit to the mound. And Coach Roden wants to talk to Dearman. see if Dearman can finish this game off. Looks like we will have a pitching change. Coming in will be number 15, Kip Christian will be our new pitcher. We'll take a break as Christian warms up. We'll be right back after these messages from Bravado Wireless.
If you haven't heard, we're moving to 5G and shutting down our 3G network. But don't worry, this is a good thing. What you can expect out of this conversion: less dropped calls, crystal clear calls, faster data, and voice and data simultaneously. Unfortunately, some older phones will need to be upgraded to a newer device capable of an eSIM. Contact your local Bravado Wireless store to find out if your device needs to be upgraded or not. And make sure you're following Bravado Wireless on social to stay in the know of our conversion dates. We are Bravado Wireless, and we believe in the power of connection.
Pitcher for OKTAHA, number 15, Kip Christian.
Welcome back, and with a new pitching change, is Kip Christian to pitch for the OKTAHA Tigers now. Still at the bat is Easton Martin for the Berryhill Chiefs. First pitch is a strike, so now he has a 2-1 count on Martin. This one will be fouled off into the net, even up at 2-2. OKTAHA wants to get out of this without any damage, and they can go home. Shows bunt, pulls back. 3 balls, 2 strikes. A bouncer to the pitcher and will be thrown out at first. So Martin grounds back to the pitcher. And that will be out number 1. And I'll bring up Caleb Peak. Peak struck out the last time up, and he was 2 for 2 before that, scoring 2 runs. So Peak 2 for 3 from the plate today.
Winford on deck.
First pitch is high. One and one the count. Two and one the count on Peak. Peak puts this one right back up the gut. Shortstop gobbles it up. And he will be tagged out at first base. So Peak, a ground ball to the shortstop will be
Two
out.
out, runner still on second
Number
base.
2, that will bring up Bradley Winford.
Batter's now second baseman, Bradley Winford.
Winford has been hit by a pitch. He scored twice, walked, and then flown out to center field. So Winford takes first pitch as a strike, and he must get on base for the Chiefs to have any opportunity to come back in this game, being down 8-5. This one he puts into play. Third baseman has it, and that's your ball game, folks. So he grounds out to the shortstop. OKTAHA wins 8-5. For myself, Eric Shannon, and everyone else here at Bravado Wireless, folks, thanks for tuning in, and we'll be right back in about 30 minutes for the championship game between Fort Gibson Tigers and the Sallisaw Black Diamonds.
This broadcast is a copyright of Bravado Wireless. This game and broadcast should not be reproduced, rebroadcast, or otherwise distributed without the express written consent of Bravado Wireless and its management.